Welcome everyone. This is my first video on chapter GST, that is Goods and Services Tax. It is of standard 10 mathematics. So first of all, I am going to give you the proper detail about the topic with the help of some terms related to GST. So let's see. After that, in next video we will start solution of sums. What is GST? Full form of GST is Goods and Services Tax. We need to understand that whatever we are buying or selling item, on every item we need to pay some tax. Okay, so on purchasing of every product, good or services, we have to pay some tax. So GST comes inside the tax. Earlier we are learning about VAT, other taxes, but now we have to pay only GST. So we will learn about GST. What are the different types of GST? First of all, try to understand that thing. From here we will start the basic things about GST. What are the different types of GST? I have written here. There are three types of GST. First is CGST, second is SGST, and third is IGST. What is the full form of CGST? It is Central Goods and Services Tax. What is SGST? It is State Goods and Services Tax. What is IGST? Integrated GST, that is Integrated Goods and Services Tax. Okay, SGST is in few cases it is also termed as UGST. Why? It is Union Territories Goods and Services Tax. So there are three types of taxes. I will explain you when these are used and when this one will work. Let's start. Actually the formula of GST is what? CGST plus SGST plus IGST. Okay. Now we will learn about this thing. What are the different types of sales? There are two types of sales. First is intrastate sale and second is interstate sale. When you will understand that thing, then again I will explain you what is CGST, SGST and IGST. So try to understand these type of sales, intrastate sales and interstate sales. You just think if anything, the selling is done in same state. For example, if shopkeeper is of Delhi and he is selling his item to his customer and that customer also belongs to Delhi, that type of selling is called as intrastate sales, sales in same state. And here interstate sales is what? You just think that shopkeeper is of Delhi but he is selling his item to the person whose state is belongs to Tamil Nadu. So this type of selling is called as interstate sales. So why we are learning about the name of selling? We are going to learn that thing. If the selling is intrastate, then our GST will be divided into two equal parts. If selling is in same state, then our GST will be divided into two equal parts. If the selling is from one state to another state, here I have written that sale in different state. If selling is from one state to another state, like I have written from Delhi to Maharashtra, then what happened? Let's see. First case, intrastate. When sale is in same state, then if tax is 18%, then it will be divided into two equal parts. 9% GST is for central government and 9% for state government. 18 divided into two equal parts. Okay, that is 9% CGST and 9% SGST. It means whatever tax is there, 50% will go to central government and 50% to state government if selling is intrastate. But in case of interstate, what we need to do, if the shopkeeper is from Delhi and the consumer is of Maharashtra, what happened? Selling is from one state to another state, then what happened? Then here we will do IGST. We will solve sum for IGST. What is the meaning of IGST? These both state will not decide that how much tax they need to pay. directly whole tax will go to central government, right? And this is called as integrated GST. You got that? Here is CGST, SGST if selling is in same state, and here this is IGST. What is that? It is IGST. If any on any product, if we need to pay 18% GST, in this case when selling is from one state to another state, total 18% we will calculate. You just think the product price is 10,000, so for 18% of 10,000 we will calculate, and this tax will be paid directly to central government. And same here in this case, if 18% of any item whose cost is of 10,000, then what happened, we will calculate 9% of 10,000 will go to central government and 9% of 10,000 will go to state government. That is the difference between CGST, SGST, IGST. So these two taxes are for intra-state selling, and this tax is for interstate. I hope now it is clear to you. You just think if the seller is from Delhi and the purchaser is also from Delhi, and 18% tax we have to pay, so 9% for CGST and 9% tax will be paid to central government and 9% to state government. But if the selling is from one state to another state, then total 18% or 10%, whatever tax percentage there, total tax will go to directly to government. That's why it is called as IGST. That's why I made this formula that GST means what? CGST plus SGST plus IGST. GST, total GST is what? CGST, that is central government GST plus state government GST plus IGST. If the selling is intra-state, you just think, if selling is intra-state means in same state, means this plus this will be, there are the value like 9%, and this will be 0 because this is for intrastate. And if selling is interstate, then whole value will be written here only, and this will be 0. That's why I made this formula, GST is equals to CGST plus SGST and IGST. In higher classes, when we learn in CA, in IIT, we will go through these formula. Okay, just now there is no need of this formula, just for clarification I have made this. Okay, coming back to the topic. So there are two types of sale: intrastate sales and interstate sales. Intrastate sale means sell in same state, and interstate sales means sell in different state. If selling is in same state, then our tax will be divided into two equal parts, and we will solve the sum accordingly after this part. If selling is from one state to another state, like from Delhi to Maharashtra, there is no division of this tax. Total tax will be paid to central government. Now we will listen about these terms also: input and output GST. What are these? See, as we heard that, you just think a wholesaler is there, he sell his item to a shopkeeper, and then shopkeeper on some profit sell it to consumer. Okay, so wholesaler also takes some profit from shopkeeper, shopkeeper will take profit from consumer. What about government? We need to pay tax to government on each article. So what is going on, you try to understand. When wholesaler sell any item to shopkeeper, shopkeeper will pay price of the article plus a tax. So the tax paid by shopkeeper to the wholesaler is termed as input GST. Similarly, when shopkeeper will sell consumer, again they are supposed to pay tax. On every selling there is GST. So when shopkeeper sell any item to consumer or customer, he will pay or she will pay the cost or the price of the article plus tax. So the cost will be gone to shopkeeper, but the tax will be for government. And this GST will be named as output GST. Okay, this is input GST and output GST. Sometime you will see the naming will be manufacturer sell some item to dealer or shopkeeper, and shopkeeper sell this item to consumer or customer. So again same thing, when manufacturer sells something to shopkeeper, shopkeeper will pay input GST and consumer will pay output GST. What is the use of these terminology? I'm going to explain that thing. See, sometime you will see that there are 4 sellers, manufacturer, then wholesaler, then try to understand, there may be selling between 4 people, manufacturer to wholesaler, wholesaler to shopkeeper, shopkeeper to customer or consumer. Then what? If we want to know about the tax paid by shopkeeper, what we have to do? This will be output GST and this will be input GST. We will subtract these two value, then that will be the net paid tax by shopkeeper. If someone will ask me that what is the net tax paid by wholesaler, then this will be output GST, this will be output GST and here is input GST. So we will subtract this output GST and this input GST to get net tax paid by wholesaler. So what is input tax? Tax paid by dealer or shopkeeper, the middle person. As I told you, in this series there are 3 people, so this is the middle person. So the tax paid by the dealer or the shopkeeper or the middle person who is in the middle, that is called as input tax. Okay, this person will pay, that is input tax, and this consumer will pay, that is output tax, output GST. Similarly, if 4 persons will participate in selling, so if we are discussing about shopkeeper, it means this is the middle person, so here is output GST and this will be input GST. We will subtract these two value to get the net tax paid by shopkeeper. If question will ask about the wholesaler, that wholesaler is between manufacturer and shopkeeper, what is the net tax paid by wholesaler, then we will find out the tax paid by shopkeeper, this will be the output tax and this will be input tax. So we will subtract to get the net tax paid by wholesaler. That's why I have written here input tax, tax paid by dealer, shopkeeper or the middle person, and what is output tax, tax paid by the consumer, that is the last person, that customer. I have solved a small example on the basis of that input and output GST. See, a wholesaler sell any item whose cost is 1000 rupees to a shopkeeper. Okay, and what is the GST? GST is 10%. What is the cost of the item? Selling price of the item is 1000 and GST is 10%. So shopkeeper has to pay how much amount? I have written here that 1000 plus 10% GST. What is 10%? 10% of 1000 is rupees 100. Means what? Here is 100 rupees input GST. Shopkeeper will pay, means shopkeeper will pay 1000 plus 100. This 1000 he will pay to wholesaler as cost of article and plus 100 as a tax to the wholesaler. Now that wholesaler want to take some profit on the item before selling it to the consumer, what he will do, because he has paid 1100 rupees to wholesaler, so as a profit he add 100 rupees, it means he will sell his item on 1200 rupees. Okay, then what consumer has to pay? He or she will pay 1200 rupees at the cost of the item plus again 10% GST consumer also pay. So what is the 10% of 1200? It is rupees 120. It means how much money consumer will pay? Consumer will pay 1200 plus 120, that is 1320 rupees he will pay to the shopkeeper. Now try to understand. Net tax paid by or GST paid by, instead of writing text you may write GST. Net GST paid by shopkeeper is what? How much tax shopkeeper has paid? He has taken as tax 120 rupees from consumer and he has paid 100 rupees to wholesaler. So his net tax is only rupees 20. You got that? And what is total GST? Actually the amount paid by consumer is the total GST, but we can find out in this way that 100 rupee here, that is input tax, plus the shopkeeper tax, total rupees 120, that is total GST. At last, once again I want to explain or I want to summarize. GST are of 2 types, that is intrastate and interstate. Intrastate means CGST plus SGST. Here state is same, that's why the tax will be divided for both government, central government as well as state government. If we have to pay 10% GST on any article, it means we have to pay 5% to central government and 5% for state government. If this dealing is intrastate, means in same state. If dealing is interstate, means from one state to different second state or any another state, then whole 10% will go to central government and it is named as integrated GST. Okay. Again I have written here, intrastate means same states split the tax into two equal parts. I have explained the same thing here. And interstate, from one state to another state, there is no division of tax. 10% GST means total tax 10% will go to as IGST to the central government. In this video I will finish the topic here only. Please press like button and subscribe my channel. In next video I will explain again all these topic with the help of sums, then it will be more clear to you. Thank you everyone.